Hello. Hello. Can anybody hear me? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Hangover series. If you're new here and I made you do the knee challenge last night at the bar or at my apartment, I love you. If you are hurting this morning from doing the knee challenge, just know that I think I'm hurting more. I'm sitting on a yoga mat right now because I need to stretch out my ligaments from how many times I did the knee challenge. I'm going to tell you guys what the knee challenge is, and I want you guys to all try it. I'm actually in pain right now. My thigh feels like it's not my thigh anymore. I think it's broken. My left thigh, to be exact, and my right knee is in so much pain from doing the knee challenge. I don't know why I called it the knee challenge, but that's what I called it last night when I was hammered. So I'm just leaving it at that. So yesterday, I went to an art show and it was so much fun. I saw so much beautiful art. I've never really gone to an art show, and I just want you guys to know that I am not artistic in any way. I cannot even draw like a cat. I am a really bad artiste, and it's never been my thing. Ever. Like, I remember growing up and trying to draw things. It was just so bad. So bad. Like, art and me just don't get along. I don't know. People that can draw and, like, paint and shit, they're so fucking cool. And I'm not one of them. And I envy them because being able to just, like, draw and shit is so cool. And I just can't do it. Basically, after the art show, we went and got a lot of drinks, which turned into a lot of shots, which turned into a drunk Erica. I think I need an alter ego name. I used to call myself Rebecca. This was when I was in like a really bad state of mind and I was drunk. Like, this was like 3 years ago, but I used to call myself Rebecca because I was just like not having a good time. So I don't really like calling myself Rebecca anymore as my alter ego because I don't associate myself with her. So I need a new name. Albert is who I am when I am hungover because I have so much hair that when I wake up hungover, I look like Albert Einstein. If you ever see a video and you're like, why is she calling herself Albert? I am referring to Albert Einstein, the man who invented the light bulb. I feel like him and I have some similar qualities looks-wise, and our hair just it's giving the same vibe. So when I wake up, sometimes I look like him and I'm like, I'm Albert today. I don't feel like Albert right now, though. I feel like a girl that needs to be sober for 17 weeks because I took too many shots last night. I don't know who I became all of a sudden, but basically we were at a lot of bars. And then we stopped at this one bar. I think it's called like Mother Hubbard or something along the lines of Mothered and Hubbard. Also, there's this bar that I always thought was called Halligan's here, but apparently it's called Callaghan's. But I thought it was called Halligan's this whole time. But then we walked past it and it's called Callaghan's. Is there another bar called Halligan's? And then there's also a bar called Callaghan's? Like, does anybody know? I guess I could Google that, but I just would like to be told. But anyways, we went to Mother Hubbard, and we were playing the game Bullshit, and I thought that I was really good at that game, but I guess I'm used to people not actually saying bullshit, and we just, like, play. But people were definitely saying bullshit last night, and I was like, wait, you guys are taking this shit seriously. We're not fucking around right now. We are playing bullshit. We are playing bullshit. Guys, my head is pounding. But I need to tell you guys about the knee challenge while it's fresh in my mind. But we were there and there was a man and oh my God, this is going to give me anxiety. So basically, I don't know. We were just like on the topic of strip clubs. And I was like, does Chicago have strip clubs? Like, they definitely have to have strip clubs, right? Like, everywhere has a strip club. Like, even Nebraska has multiple strip clubs. Do I know why? Absolutely not. But I just assume everywhere has a strip club. And then I'm like, wait, I don't think I've ever heard of a strip club here. So then I don't know why I thought this random man at the table next to us would know all the answers to all my questions. So I'm like, sir, do you know where the closest strip club is? And he's like, what? What are you saying? I'm like, it's just a question. Don't think too much about it, please. Just answer. I don't think he knew, but he did show me what the knee challenge was. I don't think he called it the knee challenge, but he just was like, can you do this, basically? And you like drop to the floor. So you're like standing on your left or your right foot. Then you bend your other leg, and then you go all the way down to the floor and you touch your knee to the floor without your foot touching the floor. And he did it, and it like blew my mind away for some reason. Like him doing that, I was like, whoa, that was so challenging. And then I kept trying to do it, and I couldn't do it. But I also kept holding my foot for some reason. I don't think you were supposed to hold your foot, but I kept falling. But then I was truly inspired by this man doing what I determined to call the knee challenge. I was like, the knee challenge. And I was going up to different tables at the bar and forcing men to do the knee challenge. I don't know who I become when I have 3 tequila shots in me and a lot of espresso martinis, but I just become someone I don't know. I went up to this group of 3 men and I was like, can you do the knee challenge? And they're like, what is the knee challenge? And I'm like, explaining it to them, and they all tried it. I think one of them was successful. I was really hyping people up. I was like, you did it, you can do the knee challenge. And they're like, what is this girl smoking? But then everyone that I was going up to kept making me like give an example, and I think that's why I'm in so much pain right now, because they'd be like, well, you do it, and then I'd be like, I can't, but I'll show you why, like how it's done. And then I would do it, and then I would fall on the floor. And my knees and legs are in so much pain from how many examples of the knee challenge I had to do. The first table that did the knee challenge, they were like from Nebraska or something. Small world. But then I went up to another group of men, and then they did the knee challenge. And one of them was like kind of hot. So I like got the random inspiration because I was like, wait, I'm going to take a video of how many people I can get to do the knee challenge. But he didn't like that I was videotaping him. And he was like, girl, I'm like, you right. We don't got to videotape everybody doing the knee challenge. But I think that guy did it too. Then there were like these 2 dads at the bar. I don't know why I just assumed that every man above like the age of 45 is a dad for some reason. But I just refer to them as dads. And there were these 2 dads, and they did the knee challenge, and I think they enjoyed it. They also bought us shots. Then there was this random man in a long coat, and in the middle of me trying to explain the knee challenge, he's like, what do you want to drink? And I'm like, I'll take a tequila soda. And he gets me a tequila soda, and I was like, holy shit, this is all tequila. There is no soda. It was like so bad. So I went up to the bartender and I'm like, can you dump half of this out and just give me soda? Like, I don't even need tequila right now. And he's like, you're such a responsible drinker. I'm like, oh, sir, do not be fooled by what I'm doing right now. Like, it's because I've had enough and it just tastes really bad right now. But can you do the knee challenge? Just kidding. I did not ask the bartender to do it, but I did ask the security guards, and they were looking at me like I was actually insane. Like, I think they were contemplating kicking me out of the bar because I think they were annoyed by how many people I was going up to and being like, can you do the knee challenge? The only people I didn't approach at this bar were the people that were playing pool. People that play pool kind of intimidate me. I had a pool table at my parents' house growing up, and I feel like I should be able to play considering we had that, but I don't know how to play. And every time I've ever played pool, I'm always like, can I just play with my hands? Like, do I have to use the stick? The stick is what gets in the way of me being bad at pool. Like, if people didn't use the stick and they just like use their hands, which I know then everybody would be winning, but the stick just really gets it for me. I think that one time there was a man in my life for like literally 5 days, if even that, maybe like one day, and I told him that I preferred to play pool with my hands, and he never talked to me again. So if you also play pool with your hands, don't tell people that, because apparently it scares men away. I feel like men love pool. Like, they love pool. I also learned last night that men love a girl that loves sports, and I don't love sports, but I guess I'm going to start loving sports, and I'm going to start loving the game of pool. I feel like guys think it's so hot when girls know how to play pool. I just don't know how. It's just too difficult for me. It never works. The stick is like always hitting someone in the head when I'm playing. Like, I'm just not aware of how long the stick is. It's kind of how I felt when I went skiing. Like, the legs were just really long. So when I'm playing pool and the stick is just like so long, it's just like smacking people left and right behind me. Everybody's got to watch out. I think I've like even indented a wall before. I just don't get it. I feel like it shouldn't be that hard. Do men go to like training camp to learn how to play pool? I feel like all men know how to play that. Like every guy, you like go to a bar and there's a pool table and they're like, hey man, you want to play pool? And they're like, fuck yeah. And they like go do that. I know how to play darts. I think I've told you guys that though, that I'm very passionate about my ability in playing darts. Nobody challenged me, but I swear I'm good. Just believe what I say. Don't challenge me into a dart off. But playing pool with your hands is superior. And I don't care if anyone says that's not correct and that's not how you play. That is how I played when I was 5. And that is how I will play at 23 years old. So don't try to tell me differently. But I asked the security guards if they would do the knee challenge for me, and they wouldn't do it. They would not do it. And I thought that's where I stopped. Like, I thought I was done asking people to do the knee challenge after that. But I just found a video on my phone of me walking up to a group of like 8 men on the street. I think we were just walking to another bar on the street, and there's a lot of men, and I'm like yelling at them to do the knee challenge, and they're like, I don't want to do it. And I'm like, do the knee challenge. And I'm just like trying to get all these people to do the knee challenge. Like, who am I? Why do I think that I can just start challenges? Like, do I think that I remember planking? Like, I feel like that's who I thought I was, what I was doing. Like, I thought I was starting a trend that nobody wants to partake in. Like, I don't recommend it to anyone because I'm in pain right now. And I FaceTimed my friends this morning to show them it. And they didn't really seem impressed. But I also can't do it. I swear the guy that could do it, wherever he is, let's call him Ryan. And he can do the knee challenge. And I wish I had a video of him doing it so I could show you guys what the knee challenge is. But I'll try to reinterpret it. And you guys should try out the knee challenge. But those men, I can't even watch the video because it was making me so scared of myself. I hate how I talk when I'm drunk. I like can't listen to videos of myself when I'm drunk. I get like this baby voice going on. Like my voice just gets really high and I sound like a baby. I just can't even listen to the video. I'm like, who the fuck did I become? Who the fuck did I become? I had too many shots. I was like trying to have a humble weekend in my apartment because this is my last weekend alone in my apartment. So like Friday, I had a very wholesome night. Like I ordered Chinese food. I ordered a bottle of wine. I sat here. I FaceTimed my friend. I think I maybe watched a show and I went to bed at like 9 p.m. And then Saturday comes along and I just ruined all the wholesomeness that I had. But I feel like that's how you even out your life. Like you have a wholesome night with Chinese food and wine. And then the next day you challenge people to do the knee challenge. Like that's what life is about. I don't even think these 8 men in the video ended up doing the knee challenge. I don't really know. But then another wave took over me and it's time to leave the bar. And I thought I was being smart because the area we were in, like it's so hard to get an Uber over there because there's just so many people trying to get ordered. There's just so many people ordering Ubers home that it's just like chaotic and you have to like cross the street while there's all these cars and like try to figure out where your Uber is. It's just like a lot. So I told my friends like, let's walk like 3 blocks and then order Ubers. And I think they were like, we've been walking for a while. Like, where are we going? I'm like, just follow my lead. And then I just go into this building. I don't know how I knew that this building would be open. I don't know if this was like an apartment complex or a hotel. There was like no one at the front desk, but I just walked into this building and there were chairs. There was like a coffee shop in there, and we just sat there. And I ordered an Uber. My Uber home was so much money for some reason, but I ordered an Uber home. And I sat in the front seat because for some reason, when I am hammered, I like to sit in the front seat of my Ubers and just really listen to the music playing. And I asked my Uber, like, can I play music? I really need to listen to the Tate McRae album right now. It's so good, and I think you need to listen to it too. So he's like, yeah, of course. So we're sitting there trying to figure out how to connect my phone to his car. I don't know why it wasn't working. I was trying to be like, you need to turn your Bluetooth off and I'll turn mine on. Like, he was really dedicated to letting me listen to Tate McRae, and we couldn't figure it out. Like, we were sitting there for 10 minutes, and then my friend who got a different Uber came outside and was like, why are you still sitting here? I'm like, I need to listen to Tate McRae. Like, I need it on the speakers. And she's like, girl, go home. I'm like, okay, you so right. I don't need to listen to Tate McRae that badly right now. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. So he takes me home, and he put in AirPods. He literally put in AirPods because he didn't want to hear me speak anymore, I'm pretty sure. And then he's like, you can just play music out loud on your phone. And I'm like, really? Do you know the knee challenge? Just kidding. But I started playing Sabrina Carpenter, of course, because I love her. And you know when we were all children and there's all the videos of like when you would look out the window and you would think you're in a music video? It's kind of what I was channeling in this Uber last night. I was listening to Sharpest Tool and looking out the window, really feeling the lyrics, getting a little teary-eyed almost. I don't know why. I was getting teary-eyed, but I was. And then I got to my apartment and started challenging people at my apartment complex to do the knee challenge. I can't go downstairs today. Like, I don't want to see those people. After I made them do it, I was like, thank fucking God I'm moving out next week, because I like literally give myself anxiety. Like, I'm not going to allow myself to act this way at my new I can't speak. I'm not going to allow myself to act this way at my new apartment because I need to be chill. Like, I want to be like a chill hot girl, but I'm just like not sometimes. Like, sometimes I'm a chill hot girl, but sometimes I'm making people do the knee challenge. Like, you just never know what you're getting. They're doing the knee challenge. I'm like telling these people about the Hangover series, asking for 5 stars. They're like looking it up. They're like, red flags in men. I'm like, listen to it. Listen to what I have to say. And then I'm like, I want mac and cheese really badly for some reason. So, of course, my favorite receptionist and I went to the place across the street that's open 24/7. And I got mac and cheese, 2 cups of Kraft mac and cheese, and pasta salad. Because they were like, bitch, I thought you wanted pasta salad. And I'm like, no, I wanted Kraft mac and cheese. But then I was staring at the pasta salad, and I was like, wait, I also really fuck with pasta salad, though. Like, I love a pasta salad. I love a pasta salad. It's, like, one of my favorite foods. I know that people feel indifferent about pasta salad because it's cold, and it's pasta, and normally pasta is warm, duh. But I love pasta salad. I love anything that has, like, cream. And pasta salad is, like, creamy. I don't really fuck with the non-creamy version of pasta salad that, like, has olive oil in it. But the creamy pasta salad, it fucks. So I got my mac and cheese, and then people are doing the knee challenge, and I am convinced that one of the men that works at the 24/7 store next door has a crush on my favorite receptionist. Like, I swear he has a crush on her. I tell her every time. I'm like, he loves you. And she's like, I think he's just nice. I'm like, no. I see it in his eyes. Like, I don't know if I'm creating a love story when I'm drunk, but if they get married one day, it's because of me. I don't know if she's into him, but every time we go there and he's working, I'm like, he loves you. And I think he wants to marry you. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I don't know. It's just the way that he looks at you. Like, he doesn't look at me like that. He doesn't ask me how my day is, but he asks how your day is. Also, some man at the bar last night, I think he was really into my friend, and he thought that I was, like, annoying. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm, like, the bird. Like, you know, people that have birds? I'm sorry if you have a bird. But, like, birds are annoying. Like, parakeets, scare me. And this specific example is coming from the other day. I was calling someplace, I forget where, because I needed help with something. Or I was trying to set up internet, I don't know, something along the lines of setting something up. And there was a bird in the background of the lady talking to me. Her bird was like, "Bah! Bah! Bah!" And I was like, whoa. I really wanted to ask her, do you have a parakeet? But I didn't ask. Because I was like, wait, maybe she's insecure about having the parakeet go in the background. Maybe she doesn't fuck with the parakeet doing that. So I didn't want to say anything just in case she's not fucking with the parakeet. But where was I going with this? Oh yeah. Sometimes at the bar, I'm the parakeet. My friend is having a lovely conversation with a man buying her a shot, and I'm like, tequila. I'm the parakeet. So actually, basically a man told me that last night. He was like, I'm interested in your friend. I'm like, okay, well, I'm interested in tequila. Why is it such a challenge for me to get a shot these days? I think he bought his Vegas bombs. I think I had a lot of Vegas bombs last night too. And I used to drink those all the fucking time. And now I don't really drink with them because I think they taste just scary. Isn't a Vegas bomb whiskey? We already know I don't fuck with whiskey. Who does that to themselves? Do you think one day when I'm an old woman, I'm gonna like whiskey? I feel like old women like whiskey. They drink it on the rocks and they're like, yeah. And it probably sends a shiver down their spine. But back to the knee challenge. We're at my apartment. People are doing the knee challenge. Then they're upstairs. Then my friend FaceTimes me with a man. And the man was shirtless. And I forgot that she was with a man. I just truly forgot that she was with a man. And then I see a shirtless man next to her. And I was like, ah! And then me and people that lived here were like, put a shirt on, put a shirt on. And I'm like, who am I? Who am I? I forgot that my friend had a man over and I'm chanting for him to put a shirt on. What? I just was scared of him for a second. I'm like, why is there a shirtless man next to my friend? Why is there a shirtless man next to my friend? And then I remembered that it was okay, that there was a shirtless man next to her. And he doesn't need to put a shirt on, put a shirt on. But basically I was up until 5 a.m. and I never want to do that again. I just start chatting away. And I don't know what time the people that live here that were also chatting away downstairs went to bed. But I was literally dozing off, chatting. And I was like, I have to go to bed. I don't even know what they were talking about when I left. Apparently, I don't know any of the receptionists' names that live here besides my favorite. And they were talking and saying all of the other ones' names. And I was like, who is that? I kept being like, who is that? Who is that? And they're like, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, how long have you lived here? I'm like, a year. Why don't I know anybody's name? And everyone's like, I've never seen you before. I'm like, I've never seen you guys either. Do I just not leave my apartment? I don't know who I am. But for breakfast today, I had biscuits and gravy. And it was phenomenal. I literally bought a frozen biscuits and gravy because I was like, when I'm hungover one day, I'm going to need this. And I'm very glad that I did that for myself. That is my spooky night. That is what the knee challenge is. I will post a video doing the knee challenge so that you guys can try it out yourself. Not that any of you want to try to do the knee challenge, but I would just love if we could get the knee challenge trending. Just kidding. People are going to be scared of me. They're going to be like, that girl forced me to do the knee challenge. And I'm going to be like, stop. Collaborate and listen. But yeah, I'm in pain. I'm going to do some stretches. I'm still sitting on the yoga mat right now. I'm going to do some stretchy here, some stretchy there. I'm going to take a nice hot shower. I hope the water's hot. I think some of the pipes in my apartment are frozen or something because the water has been hitting different. But that's what I'm going to do because none of my friends wanted to talk to me anymore. I was like, wait, guys, should we FaceTime literally all day long? And they're like, no. So they hate me. Just kidding. I hope. If they hated me, that'd be sad. But I'm going to go do all of the things that I just named. And I love you guys. Goodbye. And please do the knee challenge.